are we doing? I need to do this before I start the camera, but it's like as soon as I'm about to start, it gets very nasty. Not even nasty, just stuff. And then I have a cat, so he leaves hair everywhere. All right, we're gonna get right into the message. I'm gonna go ahead and clear my space and get right into the message. I ask that this message get to the intended listener. I ask that you give them the guidance that they need to make the decisions that they need to walk on the path that was designed for them. Let's get right into it. Hope everybody's having a good May. We're already in May. I'm a Pisces. I celebrated my birthday in March. Celebrated my birthday in March. Have was supposed to go on a cruise. However, I have a phobia of big bodies of water. Decided to go on a cruise, paid for, well, didn't pay for it in full. Just kind of did the deposit, paid on it, and that was last year in like March or April, so it was like a year in advance. And then come January, I was like, yeah, no, we had decided we weren't gonna do it. And then with everything that's going on in the world too, I mean, I see people go on cruises every day on social media, but I always feel like, what if I'm the one that's set an example of? Because when you like, and I don't mean this in like no disrespectful way, but when you vibrate on a different frequency, it's like I feel like those who are awakened to certain things, okay, and this is no offense to anybody, because I'm all for enhancements, but like I feel like when someone get enhancements to their body, and like you you know you believe in something completely different. Like, I don't believe that people should go as far as that if you don't have to, but if you want to, it's like that's your choice. You have free will. Nobody should be shaming you. But I feel like, me personally, if I was to just be like, you know what, let me go ahead and go get whatever done to myself, I feel like I'll be the one that an example is set up. An example is set out of, because I know better. Like, I know based off of what I believe in. That's not everybody else. So it's like, when you know better, I just feel like you'll be the one that get punished. So, not saying that I'm like saying that going on a cruise is bad, but I feel like my intuition told me not to do it. And even though the date has come and gone that I was supposed to go, and nothing happened to the people there that I know of, like, it's still, I followed what I was supposed to follow. So I say all that to say somebody needs to definitely follow their intuition. I have conflict with others caused by opinions, walking away from drama unless the situation is really worth your time. Stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battle wisely. And the illusion, lack of self-confidence that make you feel helpless, being afraid to take action, take responsibility of your life now. So that kind of go back to following your intuition. It does say, it's like I get the energy that you're going back and forth with somebody. And like with this card right here, as you can see, like, this person is just like, hey, it's me, it's excuse my nail. So I have builder gel on my natural nails, and I need to get a fill-in, and then I decided to start picking at it. So I don't, yeah, but I'm gonna hide that so it don't be a distraction. Um, but this person, it's just like they happy, like they feel like, hey, I got the magic stick. I know if I can hit once, I can hit twice. So you see, it's like they got this magic wand. It's like it's me. Like I say, stand up for yourself. If you feel like something should go a certain type of way because it benefits you and it benefits your journey and your outcome, then sometimes you might have to leave people behind. It's no debating. Like I don't debate on politics. I don't debate on religion. I don't debate on things like that. Like whatever you believe, like if you was to walk up to me and say, how do you feel about Trump? Honestly, I mean, and this is all honesty, I don't really have feelings towards it because at the end of the day, I still gotta pay bills. I still gotta, you know, raise my kids. I still gotta, be a good, person. I still gotta, pursue my mission on earth. Like, so regardless of who's president, if the rules change, we have to follow them or it's consequences to it. That's the part of this life. You know what I mean? Um, so it's like I don't argue about stuff like that. I remember I had met this guy, and we were talking. This was about 5 or 6 years ago, and we only talked one time, and we had a conversation, and he was like, I don't believe in what you believe in. I don't believe in all that spiritual stuff. I believe that this is the way it's supposed to go. And I was like, oh, okay, you know. And he's like, did you hear what I just said? Like what you doing is that's not real. I was like, okay. And he was like, what you mean, okay? Oh, you trying to reverse psychology. And I'm so confused at this point because I then realized like uh, everybody's not on that. It's not, doesn't have that type of connection to, the divine like that. So you can't, no, it's no arguing with people. So it's like when that happened, like he was really upset with me to the fact that he never wanted to talk to me again. And I guess because he was challenging my spirituality, and it's like I'm not gonna argue about that. Like it's nothing to argue about. If you, I'm very humble. Like even though I know certain things, I don't just be like, okay, all right, find out by yourself. And I'm gonna told you so. I don't do none of that. Like if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you, and if I see something, I'm gonna tell you. But if you don't take that information, it's just like I can't be upset and I can't be mad because that's your lesson, that's your journey. Like it was just for my job was just to kind of put it out there. Um, so yeah, don't argue with people. Like it's no point of arguing back and forth about what you believe in. Do what you believe in. It just seemed like maybe you want to get outside of some type of religion. Like you do have a belief, and it's like everybody else challenges you on that. Like, how do you believe this? Well, because they say when you know better, you do better. And I used to go to Christian church for like 15 years, and I'm gonna be completely honest. Okay, I'm not even gonna say that, but yes, I am. I going to this particular, because I've been to a whole bunch of churches, but this particular church in my 15 years of going was the most like degrading. I can't even like it was like it looked good, but see, as a child, I was always like alert and aware of things. Like it's just so crazy, but that's the last thing. You know what I mean? Like everybody try to throw like church. Like I get it. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't shame nobody to go to church. I'm all for whatever get you closer to God. Hey, that's what it is. But don't use that as a, you know, don't use that as like a cushion to what's really going on behind closed doors. Like people, will be like, I'm a this. I remember I had a manager that kept telling me she was a Christian, and I'm trying to understand why she kept doing that. And I'm like, I've been around Christians my whole life. They don't usually keep telling me that they are Christian. Like they live like that, Then the ones that do say they Christians that I know that's really not Christians, they live foul on the low, but they go to church every Sunday. But that's another conversation. I'm not talking about the ones that's faithful to God and is walking on the rules of being a Christian. If you follow the rules of being a Christian 100%, I'm not speaking of you, but I'm speaking of the ones that was forced into being a Christian, kind of forced into religion, and that's the energy that I'm getting from this. It's like you were forced in some type of belief, and it's like I know that that's wrong. Like, let's say racism. It doesn't matter, white, black, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Chinese, it doesn't matter. Racism is racism. It don't just happen to one race, it happened to all race. Prejudice, all that is together to me. So it's like, if you know strongly that you're not supposed to be behaving that way, but your family behave that way, and you're just like, no, I don't, like, I know better. Like, what did these people do? Like, they didn't do anything. It's time for you to stand up for yourself. Like, say what you mean and mean what you say, and you may lose people in the mix of it. Like, you may lose people. It's 100% chance that you may lose people. Maybe a 99.9% chance, but it is a percentage of a chance that you're gonna lose people when you start speaking up. But it's like, you don't have that confidence to help you, like, speak up. It's like you afraid, but it's your life. It's your life. You can't nobody else control what you got going on but you and God. That's it. It's your life. Now, if you choose to let people control it and things like that, hey, that's on you. But ultimately, you have the last say. So we all got free will. It does say it is asking. Now, this is two different energies. One, I get maybe somebody is so with this card and these that I just read on, I get that maybe somebody because the energy kind of shift. It kind of starts shifting more towards love, more towards relationship, and it's saying that somebody feel like they being swept off their feet. It's like one of them sudden loves, and they feel like maybe they in some type of illusion or something. And maybe you need to, like, if you went into something, like, if you, let's say you were single and you said, hey, I'm never dealing with this type of person again, and you meet somebody that check off the boxes, but they doing this one or two things you said you never want to deal with, hey, that's gonna be up to you to decide if you willing to compromise your rules and regulations. It does say listen to your intuition, pay attention to the signs. You're worrying about something, let go of some type of fear. That goes back to being afraid to take action. It's saying revelations that will make everything clear. So once you so it says being afraid to take action, but it says plan carefully before taking actions, but then get going. So whatever you're trying to leap into, whatever type of, like, action that you're trying to take, whether that's moving out of a parent's house, moving on from a relationship, leaving a job behind, starting a new career. It's saying whatever you're doing is not, nothing's gonna go or flow if you just sitting there. Like, if you just sitting there expecting results, it's definitely not gonna happen. You have to take some type of action, but just kind of plan it out first. Don't just do it off of emotions or impulse. Kind of think about not just today, but 4 months from now, or 6 months from now, or 2 weeks from now. Kind of think like that. Don't think about the now. But it does say whatever got you stuck, whatever kind of got you in this illusion that you're afraid to stand up for, kind of scared to leap towards. Once you do that, the plans that you have will kind of take effect. But right now you in a lot of worry, a lot of fear, a lot of it's not gonna work. It's not. I'm not feeling this. This is not how it's supposed to be. And again, it could be a relationship. It could be maybe a lack of balance in some type of relationship that you have. Like I said, it could be relationship with parents. It could be relationship with a significant other. It could be a relationship with your children, co-workers, anything like that. But it's definitely urging you to listen to your intuition. because fear is what's holding you back at this moment. All right.